It is morning. We worked until about 12:30 last night getting the fence all done. We didn't get it all done. We got one side done. It's a 75 by 45 space, and we've never put up a fence. So I need more coffee. Dishes need to be done. Tools need to be organized. There's a ton of stuff to do. My husband and I are moving from the city, and we are building an off-grid life. We bought raw land with our family in the Midwest, and we are building out a homestead where we are seeking to be as self-sustainable as possible. My name is Jess, and you're watching American Roots. This is the first week we've been out here since we both have left our jobs in the city to move out here. And there's a lot that we have to do, obviously. There's nothing out here but land. There's no running water. There's no electricity. So there's a lot of things that we have to account for when we're doing things like building and just trying to live, to be honest. So systems are super important. I've talked about that before. Systems like running water, how you're going to use the bathroom, how you're going to cook, how you use the internet. I mean, let's face it, that's part of our life. So those are the things that, we're attempting to work on. So this morning, I'm going to work on trying to get our tools organized, because if you don't have an organized job site, like, we're running around half the time looking for a tape measure when it should just be right there. So I'm going to work on organizing the tools. We did a lot of work yesterday. And today we need to continue the fence and put in a gate. We need to get somewhere for the pig to go. So, Joe is not typically one to sleep in, but like I said, we were up working until like 12:30 last night. So I'm not worried that it's 6:30 and he's still sleeping. I kind of want him to, because it's a lot of hard work physically, mentally, emotionally. I mean, geez. So I figured what I could do. Everything is heavy. I can't lift anything by myself. And I was thinking maybe what I would do is get organized, because that's something I can do. So when we came, we set everything up on the side because we knew the house was going to be built.
Rode out the morning on the saddle of my porch. Some leaves are still green, yet some other ones got scorched. I didn't think that things could ever feel this forced. Just took a drink and let the evening cut the cord. It's a blue day.
Joe's up now. We're
I just hung the flag up at the truck.
having more coffee, getting things ready to go for the day. We've got a time limit. We've got to pick up the animals at 11 today.
We gotta get cracking.
So we've got to get cracking, that's right. So we're going to start. I'm going to finish cleaning up all the tools because we've got a good start on that. And then we're going to finish on the fencing.
Where do we want to put this guy? And then that one? Both of them over here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
One's going to be for a pig and one's going to be for chicken.
And what I'll do is flip it over. I gotta shore this one out. Chop it.
This is the one that fell out of my truck because it wasn't strapped in.
Look how good. We'll make it good as new. Plastic. Looks and smells real.
I'm surprised it's not damaged more.
This thing's perfect. Some great shit. There. See? Done. Oh, look, sissy. Brother.
Oh, that's not for
Chain you
you.
right to the hole.
Jeez, that's torture. So Joe came out here and got that all ready to go. So now we're gonna pull it down to that other fence. So what he does is he uses the Polaris and he ties it to a strap on the back and pulls the fence really tight. And then we clip it and go from there. So this is gonna make it where we have 3 complete sides in a really nice area. This is 45 by 75. And that's gonna suit them. They can come out here and play in the sun. They get plenty of shade in the morning as well. I think it'll do well. And it gives me a chance to like clean up in those trees. And so I'm excited to see what's gonna happen here. It's a good little space.
I'm not sure why sometimes it feels like they sneak up from behind, and if they do stay, it toughens up my mind just like a huge wave on a greater tide. The minutes are a symbol of my impatience, waiting for someone to convince me I've made it. Repeating actions, hoping something changes them. But every direction seems to go against the wind. It's a blue day. I'm not sure why sometimes it feels like they sneak up from behind, and if they do stay, it purifies my mind just like a cool wave on a raging tide. Don't need a reason, I don't have to justify if I'm sleeping or if I am open wide. It ain't too different, it's a really skinny line between feeling distant and feeling so sublime. It's a blue day. I'm not sure why sometimes it feels like they take me by surprise, and if they do stay, it opens up my mind just like a new wave on an ancient tide, just like a blue wave.
Yeah.
My mound up there.
Yeah, so we're gonna clear this mound out, and then we need to run, we need to get a fence post, so we need to move this pile probably over here. Just push it over here. It's all big chunks, so, and then we can get in there and pound in that other post and run the gate.
Okay.
that thing is fixed. So we are working now to try to get the last piece of the fence up. We have to run into town and get a stronger cattle panel because the one that I have is like really flimsy. And if I'm gonna use this as an in and out gate, it needs to be very robust. So we're gonna take care of that. And then the fencing and the area is gonna be pretty much squared away for right now. We need to think about water collection, and food. So there's 3 major components that we have left. But once we have the fencing in, like, we are on a roll. This is awesome. Half a day to move all those. Sleeping in the trees, handsome boy? Are you sleeping? Look like a deer in the trees. We were just talking about how that is a force multiplier right there. We were moving super slow, pounding posts super slow, and that thing is just making quick work of everything we have to do. He is able to grab a big old bucket of rock. And what would be my alternative? Walking with a wheelbarrow? I mean, yeah, it can be done, but it is saving that energy capital and making it move a lot quicker. We are getting ready to put in the 4th piece of the fence, and I'm super excited. It's coming together. I can see my chicken house and my pig hut coming together. This is exciting.
Season again, and the ash in the air is my eyes stinging, and I can hear the winter slowly away.
We borrowed an attachment from our friend.
The mountains are my only goal, so I can shed my skin and be made whole in the crisp air, and the red clay will be my salvation. Sets in with the early frost, and the things that I've loved are the things I've lost. The wheat from the chaff, the sheep from the goats. This year I'm becoming my own home. This year I'm becoming my own. Already leaving. I guess you got swept in their migration, and now every nest I come across looks abandoned. Pacing every inch of this room, looking for one spot without memories of you, but the blisters turn to callous if I'll just keep walking. I got the clips on that end. Your absence sets in with the burning trees, and the things that I've loved are the things that I bleed. The wine from the water, the flesh from the bone. This year I am becoming my own home. This year I am becoming my own.
Until next time, we're hoping this encourages somebody to buy dirt, not diamonds. And we're praying blessings on you. We'll see you soon.
This year I'm becoming my own home. This year I'm becoming my own.